Record. There we go, guys. Welcome to this amazing call. It's called The Power Within for a reason, because I really want to focus on our awareness of understanding what God has within us. Again, my name is Brittany Burrell. I go by B Burrell. I'm one of the top leaders inside this opportunity. I've been here for 4 years now, and I hope we have guests from all over the world. It doesn't have to be inside of our particular investment group, but you can be from social media. You can be from your family. You could be from, anywhere. It just call us open to everybody. And we just want to make sure people are getting some value every single week. I will be, as soon as my other phone come in the mail, I have 2 phones. As my other phone come in the mail, I will be streaming on Facebook and Instagram every single Tuesday. We'll make sure we keep that cranked up. But anyway, guys, I wanted to start the call off and talking about choosing happiness because I have had so much news from so many, I think from every network that I'm a part of, so much news, challenging news, or maybe people are either grieving, they're dealing with the loss of a loved one. We have people who are having career changes. We're having people who are not, having health issues, financial challenges. I mean, it's a plethora of news that I've been getting, and I'm just like, wow, like it is a busy month. And I don't think I've had anybody say anything, they were too much grateful for. But I realized that a lot of us are facing the challenges. If you ever had a challenge in your life, drop some 777s in the chat box for me, guys. If you ever had a challenge in your life, you've ever felt down and out, you ever felt discouraged, you ever felt defeated, you ever felt like you just want to give up, drop some 777s in the chat box if you've ever felt that way. And I wanted us to focus on today, not necessarily honing in on challenges and having the faith to endure those challenges, but I wanted to focus on the state of mind of happiness, the state of mind of joy. I want to take a lighter approach tonight about choosing happiness, right? Every single one of us has the ability to choose happiness in our life. And we have this unlimited supply, right? Because God is within us. So that means we have an unlimited supply to overcome the challenges of the world, right? There's a scripture that says, meeting specific needs. If anyone among you is suffering, please pray for them, right? Y'all ever prayed for somebody, or maybe you were in an accident and you just started praying, or maybe you knew somebody was in a health challenge, you started praying. And some people may not have such that, that strong background, right? Some of us may not have that type of background, but it's just an impulse, right? Anybody just kind of just started praying before, I pray to God, but if somebody at some point, if you've ever prayed before, drop some ones in the chat box. You pray for that job, you pray for your family, you pray for that loved one, you pray that things will get better. Sometimes you're just saying, God, please help me out, right? If you ever prayed before, drop some ones in the chat box, right? If anyone is cheerful around you, let them rejoice, let them be excited, let them have a state of gratitude. If anyone around you is sick, call out, reach out to your friends and family. Let's pray together, right? If anyone around you is again sick and dealing with some things, let us all come together and pray. Somebody drop pray in the chat box. Let's pray together. Pray together, right? And then we pray amongst each other. Like I'll reach out to you and tell you different things that I may be challenging, dealing with, and I want you to pray with me, right? You gotta have. Sometimes it's good to have that prayer partner. Every Thursday night at 9:00, by the way, we have a Bible study that we're gonna do. Anybody in the world is invited to it, just so y'all know it's kind of have a Bible study. But this call is more of a mindset, still spiritual, a lot of spiritual foundation in this call. But we specifically read the word on Thursdays at 9:00 on this same link, by the way, if you guys want to join us. But anyway, so confess your sins to one another, confess your trials to one another, right? And begin to have, it says the person who has the person who's praying a righteous prayer, the person who has a prayer of belief, that prayer is fervent, and it's going to be able to create a lot of things. It says availeth much, which means things are going to happen, right? And so they give this scenario about Elijah, who prayed that it wouldn't rain, and it didn't rain as long as he was praying, but then he prayed again. And it's the word again was a big thing for me, again and again, because as I prayed again, he didn't allow what was not happening to waver his confession. So even though something wasn't happening for 3 years, he still kept praying. And then boom, the rain came, and it rained it produced much fruit, right? So with that being said, you got to think about the things that you're going through in your life where you may not see the solution right away. You may say, man, I've been asking for this for 2 years, 3 years, 6 months, and you may not have seen the fruits of it right away. That means you still don't stop praying. You don't change your confession. You don't change your faith. You have to remain steadfast. So I just want to, I want you guys to drop some praying hands in the chat box for me, because I personally know people who are battling some things right now. I have some people who have lost some family members. I have some people who have, they've been removed from their workplace. We have people who are putting people they're celebrating the life of other people who have suffered from the pandemic. I know people who are just, so much is going on, y'all. I can't even just, hold on, somebody keep unmuting that picking line. I'm sorry, there we go. Guys, can you please make sure your lines are muted? Please make sure your lines are muted. I've pressed mute the line 50 times already. Please make sure your lines are muted. But we have a lot of people that are dealing with so many things in life. And I got a friend of mine who honestly didn't want to have children and end up getting pregnant for a friend, for her husband. And she's older, and the child has some health challenges, right? And I said, it's so crazy. You have to be careful of what you pray for, guys, because when people think of prayer or just asking for what it is that you desire, they only think of the good things. They're only thinking that prayer is, helping for something, helping out with something. But you got to remember, your prayer is your desire. Your prayer is your thoughts. And when those thoughts are mixed with your feelings, that's what people miss. Your prayer, your thoughts, your prayers, your feeling, your thoughts and feelings, mixed emotions. When you compile that concoction together, everything that you want is going to create. And I told you guys last week, it says, be careful of the desires of your heart. Because when people hear the desires of their heart, they're only thinking that when we hear desire, we think of things that are just good. No, it doesn't say desire is something that's something good. A desire is something that you're craving. A desire is something that you want, and desiring something may be something negative, right? So I brought up that story, guys, because she never wanted children. She's been confessing it all her entire life, and then come to find out she's in a tight spot with the pregnancy because of what the child is dealing with in the health issues, right? So I said it to say, be careful of what you're praying for, because God will give it to you, right? Be careful of what you're praying for, and understand that giving you something sometimes requires him to remove himself from you. Please catch that. Understand that sometimes prayer means I'm going to give you what you're asking for. And because sometimes the things you're asking for doesn't require his presence, because he's not going to bless you with evil things. That's your desire. Those are things that you're craving. So him removing his grace, him removing his presence from you is what you're praying for when you're thinking negative. Please catch this on tonight. If you follow me, drop some ones in chat box. I'm going to say it one more time for the person who just hopped on the line. Sometimes when you are praying, and praying doesn't always mean the physical stature. It doesn't mean you're on your knees. It can just your speech every single day. Your speech, what you're saying to yourself every single day, the desires of your heart is your prayer when it's backed by feelings. So when you are saying things backed by feelings, no matter if it's positive or negative, guys, please understand, him removing himself out of your presence, him removing his blessings from you is sometimes our request. Because if it's not something of positive nature, guys, we're asking him to remove himself. Please catch that, right? So you have to understand and be very mindful of what you're speaking and what you're saying. Whatsoever you say, whatever you believe is going to happen in your life. All right. So are you choosing happiness on today? You're going to be battle tested. It's going to be things that you're going to go through. Listen to last week's call. We talked about trials are profitable, right? It says trials are profitable, that it creates patience. But in this call, guys, I want you to choose happiness, right? The things that are true, they say, what's your favorite things are true, honest, things that are just, things that are pure, things that are lovely, things of good rapport. Choose those things and think on those things all day, right? Think on those things all day. And then there's this routine where you want to start programming yourself to have a complete consciousness of happiness at all times, right? I've had something has happened every single day this month. I've gotten some type of bad news every single day this month from people in my personal network, people that I just know, and I just was like, the only thing I can say is everything that came out of my mouth was backed by scripture. Everything that came out of my mouth was backed by my level of awareness that I understand that trials are going to happen, tests are going to happen. And sometimes some of these instances are new for us. Some people have never experienced a loved one going home. Some of us have never experienced a challenge in our finances. Some of us never experienced a health crisis before. But at the same time, when you stay rooted in your faith, guys, and whatever your faith may be, I pray that when you stay rooted in your faith, that you begin to understand that you're supposed to be going through these trials so that you begin to gain patience, right? So the question on today, are you going to choose happiness, right? If you're choosing happiness on today, drop some 8s in the chat box. Are we going to choose happiness on today? You got to make it a habit to think happy. It's got to start becoming a part of your body, a part of your being. You got to remove old mental patterns so that being happy is the first instinct. So I have, I'm a trader and I have a technique that kind of surpasses Data and Kiki. It's like Data and Kiki on 10. And it's called the instinct technique. And it's called the instinct technique for those who don't know what I'm talking about. Basically, when I'm investing, I have a way where I can predict the markets when they're not in what we call your typical structure. And so anyway, I call it the instinct technique because I've had a relationship with the markets for so long, I can begin to feel what's going to happen without even the structure being there. Okay, I can anticipate what's going to happen without the markets, without the candlesticks, without the structure being there. And that's what I call the instinct technique. So what's going to happen, guys, is you have to have that same amount of relationship with your faith, because your faith, you should anticipate. You should begin to, even if you can't anticipate, because you can't anticipate all challenges, right? I mean, most of those things sometimes we don't even see them coming. But you got to make sure that when you're so grounded in your faith that no matter what comes your way, guys, that your instinct is to choose happiness. Your instinct is to choose faith. Your instinct is when, even if you can't see what's going wrong in your life, even when you can't see the challenges, even when you don't know how you're going to make it out of this very moment, your instinct should always be to choose happiness and to choose your faith. So if y'all drop them 8s in the chat box, I am speaking to you on tonight, right? You have to understand that the power of your subconscious mind has to be developed enough to say, you know what? I just lost a loved one, but I'm going to choose faith and happiness. I just had a car wreck, but I'm going to choose faith and happiness. I just lost my job, but I'm going to choose faith and happiness. I just got into an argument with my best friend. I'm going to choose faith and happiness. I may be feeling those thoughts of depression and suicide and loneliness are trying to rise in my life. No, I choose faith and happiness. You have to begin to override what you don't want to happen in your life, right? It doesn't mean that you're not going to be tempted at all times. The greed, the lack, the depression, the complaining, those things may come out of you. But when you begin to develop this nature, when you begin to develop this paradigm and begin to discipline your mind in this manner, all of the negative thoughts will begin to cease to exist. They become so suppressed, guys, that peace begins to surpass all of that. And then you'll reap the harvest of your thoughts. All right, you'll begin to reap the harvest of your thoughts. So if you choose happiness, if you choose faith, if that becomes your routine and you affirm it every single day, multiple times a day, because what we do sometimes, and I'm guilty of this, I've gotten accustomed to where I just wake up, I do my gratitude, I do my read, I do my audios and stuff like that. And I used to have a routine where my alarm would go off 3 times a day. I don't switch these phones now. I'm gonna have to go ahead and crank it back up. But I didn't care if I was in the middle of a presentation. I don't care if we were in the middle of dinner. I don't care if we was in the middle of driving. If that alarm went off for me to pray, I would stop and pray. You could be sitting right next to me. We could be talking about American Day. I'm going to stop and pause and I'm going to pray, right? And what began to happen, guys, it started creating a new routine in my life, right? Do we all believe that humans are creatures of habits? Yes or no? Do we all believe that humans are creatures of habits? Yes or no? Right? Because you have to desire to be happy. There are people who are choosing to be depressed. They're choosing to be dejected and unhappy. And they've been in that state for so long, they don't even know what choosing faith and happiness is. Right? So if it's a habit for you to complain and be negative all the time, if it's a habit for you not to develop a relationship spiritually, if it's a habit for you to stay in tune with the news, if it's a habit for you to stay in tune with the gossip, if it's a habit for you to stay in tune with the things that are not profitable for you mentally, spiritually, physically, and emotionally, and materially in your life, then you're going to create this new environment that is going to be your new home. And y'all, I don't know if you guys have ever personally experienced this, but I've had people tell me, I don't know why you're so happy all the time. I don't know why you smiling. What is so funny? Why are you so happy? Because they have created a new foundation. See, there are people out there some people go buy the home that's already built, but then there's some people who go build a home. right? They custom build it. That's what a lot of people are doing on the negative side. They build a negative foundation and they make it their home. They make it, this their permanent address. They say, this is my forever home. See, when people are out there buying homes, they call it their forever home. And so you have to be very, very careful, right? To be aware, are you accustomed to old mental patterns? Because being at home, being happy may not feel at home for you. So now my question is, dang, what makes me feel at home? You got to analyze that about yourself. What makes you feel comfortable? What makes you feel at home, right? Does procrastination make you feel at home, right? Does laziness make you feel at home, right? Does negative thinking, does limiting thoughts and doubts and fears, does that make you feel like you're at home? I told you guys, you got to choose happiness on today. And you have to choose a positive mental attitude. So if my foundation is the negative side, what about us who actually begin to build their foundation of, 3 prayers a day, or reading the word, or listening to the positive personal development books and the personal development audios, going to the classes, going to the workshops, going to the trainings, going on YouTube and just submerging yourself in all this personal development, all this positivity? Do you believe that you're not only will your physical environment change, but once your spiritual environment changes, it's going to be a reflection on the outside. All right. So let's begin to change our address. Somebody say, somebody drop the word forward in there. Drop the word forward, because we're going to start forwarding our mail from where we don't want to be to where we're going to go. All right. We're going to start forwarding our mail. That's the old address. That's that complaining, procrastination, that laziness, that lack, all that stuff, that not choosing happiness address. All right. We ain't going to live over there no more. We got to go to a new foundation. We got to build up a new home. Right. Many people choose unhappiness by entertaining the ideas of, right? When you entertain the ideas, when you entertain the conversations, when you can entertain the gossip and the news of today is a dark day. Today is a horrible day. Everything is going wrong in my life. Everything is going wrong every single day. I am not going to succeed. Everyone is against me. People hating on me. People don't love me. When you speak these words, you're choosing happiness, right? My business is going bad. My business is going backwards. My blowing my account. I can't make no money. I don't know how to make no money, right? Things are getting worse. I'm always like, I can't never get a break. I can't never take a break vacation. My car always breaking down. He always sick. I'm always on. Do y'all see what I'm saying? Do y'all know people like that in your life? It may even be you. But if you know people like that in your life, drop some ones in your chat box. He can do it, but I can't do it. They can do it, but I can't do it. They went to school. They supposed to be rich. They went to college. They supposed to know more than me. That's choosing unhappiness, right? The same way you didn't choose to do those things is the same way you can actually choose them, right? To choose to take a different route. You will attract all these experiences in your life, guys, and you will become very, very unhappy. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. A man is what he thinks about all day long. We hear this stuff, and you can't allow it to be cliches, right? You can't allow it to just what they used to call it, deaf on the ears. They can't fall on deaf ears. But what does that mean? You cannot allow your relationship, spending time in personal development, spending time on these mindset calls, spending time in these areas where your life is to be developed. You cannot allow them to fall on deaf ears. And what that means, family, is that it just roll over. See, there's a difference between listening and hearing. Okay? There's a difference between listening and hearing. Some of you guys on this call are hearing me, right? It's just going to bounce off your eardrum and hit the wall. And it never took seed in your soul. But then there's some of you who are listening. See, there's people like Moody. See, Moody has his camera on. He's listening to me. He's documenting. See, listening is emotional. Listening is involvement. Listening is a deposit. Whew. Listening is interaction. Listening is intimacy. Some of you guys are just hearing me and wondering why your life doesn't change because there is no listening involved. People go to some people have different faith, some people have different religions and different backgrounds, and they've been hearing the same thing for 40 years of their lives and wondering why nothing has changed because they never took the moment to listen. See, listening is where I'm involved in the moment. I'm interacting, I'm engaging, I'm showing the person I'm engaging, but also it's the person who is documenting and taking it back and going to apply these things, right? So you have to choose happiness. A lot of people say, if I had this job, I would be more happy. If I had this person in my life, I would be more happy. If I had $1 million, I would be more happy. Guys, there are people who have committed suicide, who are wealthy. There are people who are mental, who are in institutions, who are unhappy, and they are worth billions. They're worth millions of dollars. So that's not to say that money doesn't create happiness, but it's not solely precedented on that, right? Wealth in itself will not make you happy. All right. It's understanding the power within you. Happiness cannot be purchased. Please write that down. Happiness cannot be purchased. You can try to pretend to be happy. It may give you a momentary spirit. It may give you a little spurt of joy. But when you have joy, guys, it's something that doesn't require materialistic things. There we go. When you have joy, when you have happiness, it doesn't require external plane. It doesn't require the external plane. People hate my peace. People hate that I just do my own thing. People hate that I'm happy all the time. Why? Because my happiness isn't involved in what I can touch. I hope y'all catch that. My happiness is not involved in what I can touch. My happiness is involved with what's touching me on the inside. Please catch that. Anything tangible may create excitement. It may create a momentary moment of success. I just got some new phones. Yeah, I can see myself on this call. Y'all know I used to look blurry on these calls, right? I'm happy. It's made me happy, but I was happy prior to the new phone. And I got a testimony for y'all. I just thought about it. I got a testimony for y'all, right? But I'll bring that up in just a second, right? The kingdom of happiness is going to rely in your thoughts and your feelings. The kingdom of your happiness is going to rely in your thoughts and feelings. The royal road to riches is peace, self-control, discipline, gentleness, compassion, forgiveness, a giving spirit, loving, right? Joy, happiness, peace. That's the royal road to riches. You'll hear so many people say, I know plenty of people who got a big old bag, y'all. Bag, deep pockets, but they're miserable, right? Because guess what? I said this the other day. I said on the Bible study call on Sunday night, I said, I realized the most people who are calling me, not just for a shoulder to cry on. So there's a difference between I need a shoulder to cry on and I need an ear to complain on. Two totally different things. I need a shoulder to cry on and I need an ear to complain on. It's two different relationships. The shoulder to cry on is a person who most of the time they're spiritually grounded. I just need you to listen to me, right? I know that guy got my back, but I just need to say something. I just need to get it out of my mind, I need to get it off my chest. But then there's some people who don't even ask permission to vomit on you, and they start dumping all this information in your ear. And so it begins to happen, guys. You got to be careful because they're going to change your spiritual and mental environment. And when you allow these people to come in and change your mental and spiritual environment, what you think is going to happen? Everything that's in the physical was developed from the spiritual side. So then you're going to go out there and start vomiting their problems and their worries and their concerns, and you may not even be realizing it. And so what begins is it's going to change your environment. Now you went from lightness to light, from light to darkness. Too many people have the idea that it takes something artificial to produce happiness. Too many people have the idea that it takes something artificial to produce happiness. If you're waiting on a physical object to produce happiness, that means you don't know the spiritual object. If you're waiting on the physical object, guys, I want a 2021, what's his name? The soccer player, just bought him one. All right. It came up on my feed. That's how I know I'm seeing Bentleys all the time now, right? The Bentley is going to make me feel good. I'm not going to lie, right? My hair going to look different, right? I'm going to be looking real good. This new place I'm moving into is going to make me feel real good. FEEL, feel real good. This phone making me feel real good. I can see my moles and everything now, right? It makes me feel real good, right? But guess what? I'm going to get used to having this iPhone 13. And that feeling is going to fade. And then it's going to become familiar. I'm not going to be feeling good about this phone anymore. I was excited about the Lexus I drive. Don't get me wrong, I still love my car, right? When I get the Bentley, I'm gonna feel excited. I'm gonna feel good. But guess what? That feeling is going to start becoming mundane. It's going to start becoming familiar. And guess what? I'm gonna want the next new Bentley. I'm gonna want the next new phone or whatever, right? Understand that those moments are only temporary moments of happiness. I call them spurts. Okay. It's just spurts, right? They're kind of like motivation. Motivation doesn't last. All right. That's why you got to be committed. So when you're committed in your spiritual relationship, it's always going to bring a return. See, the relationship is the investment. The reward is happiness. Woo-hoo! The relationship is the investment. The reward is joy, is happiness. So it doesn't matter how much money I make. It doesn't matter how many cars and houses and clothes and all that stuff. It doesn't matter about all that. See, that's just spurts of my relationship. And understand the cars, the money, the clothes, all that stuff is a byproduct of my relationship. See, that's it right there. We should start on that tonight. See, everything that I have on the external plane is a byproduct of my relationship. My sister said today, she said, B, I don't want, she was just teasing me though. She didn't mean it, but she said, I forgot what we were talking about. She's like, B, I know when you make some more of this money, don't start getting all big headed and bougie on me. I said, well, I can never claim what's not mine. She said, oh, you be coming with it. I can never claim what's not mine. The Bentley ain't mine. I'm just a vessel. When you see me, you see God driving that Bentley, right? I can never claim what's mine. If I dare do that, I know it's going to be stripped away right in a second. Everything that I have has always been given to me. I didn't get it. Please catch that. Everything that I have has been given to me. I didn't get it. I hope y'all are following me, right? Happiness cannot be purchased. The kingdom of happiness is in your thoughts and in your feelings, ladies and gentlemen. You have to make sure that you focus on internal happiness. Get in love, get involved with yourself. Some of y'all go from back to back to back to back relationships. You don't know who you are because every single relationship you have learned to be a professional chameleon, right? Some of y'all need to go take chameleon, right? Understand this. Spend time alone. Spend time with yourself so you can begin to identify who in the world am I, right? Because people who are just all over the place don't know who they are, right? But you haven't spent enough time alone. I just told you, your happiness is not predicated on things that can be purchased, artificial things, right? You can walk around and try to get, you know, what we say, get cake, find your sugar daddy, find your sugar mama, whatever. That's temporary happiness, ladies and gentlemen, right? That's laziness. Y'all understand this. Please don't compare yourself to me. Listen, Lord have mercy. Come on, B. Please, a lot of people battle with competition. A lot of people battle with comparing themselves. Do you understand? Moody has $10 million in his bank account, and I have 10,000. I see Moody's lifestyle. He's laid back, he's cool, but I can tell he got a bag. If I'm observing his lifestyle and I begin to get jealous about his lifestyle, I don't need to be jealous about the money. I need to be jealous about the relationship. I need to be studying the relationship that he has. Too many people are jealous of the item, right? And not seeking the source. Too many people are jealous of the possessions and not seeking how did I get these possessions? How did I get this? How did I get this favor on my life? And I'm saying that everybody got a bag of spiritually grounded. Oh no, he blesses the just and unjust. Please know that. But what I'm telling you tonight, that a lot of people are walking around here that you're comparing yourself to don't have peace. And so, but you could, oh my goodness, stop using the monetary value as peace. Monetary value doesn't determine peace, ladies and gentlemen. If you understand what I am saying, drop some sevens in the chat box. Monetary value doesn't determine somebody's level of peace. We've seen that. How many people I've seen who have a lot of fans have wanted to take their lives, wanted to give up, doing drugs. But you're jealous. What? No, I love my peace. My hair ain't falling out. I'm good. I'm happy. Y'all know I am so happy when I just sit on the patio and listen to the birds chirp. Because I sit there and listen to the birds. Oh my God, God got these birds talking to me. He made these trees. He's letting me breathe. I ain't choosing these breaths in my body. I said that last week, right? If sitting still and quiet doesn't bring you peace, you don't know. Listen, you ain't got no peace, y'all. I'm telling you. If sitting in silence doesn't bring you peace, you haven't found peace yet. Because he even says, wait, be quiet, sit still, hear me, right? Your strength, your joy, and your happiness consist of you finding out the power within you and applying those principles to every single phase of your life. All right. Have a routine, have that daily thing that you say to yourself. Right? What's something you want to say to yourself multiple times a day? Set your alarm to go off 3 times a day. And whenever that alarm goes off, it don't have to be no 10 paragraphs. It could be 4 or 5 sentences. I'm so happy and grateful now that God supplies all my needs in every point of space, in every moment of time. He is always a divine surplus. There is no lack in my life. He covers me in every single area of my life, and every single thing that I own is his. I am just a vessel. And you said it 3 times a day. Just choose something that you speak. Somebody drop the word speak, right? You speak it, but when you speak it, please remember I said the phone that you have, the house that you live in, the car that you have is now familiar in your life. You've gotten accustomed to owning those things. So it doesn't bring you any excitement no more. Please don't speak 3 times a day and don't have no excitement behind it. You don't want your request to God to become familiar. You don't want it to become old and mundane. You don't want it to feel like it's just a routine. We're not supposed to, singing a pledge of allegiance so the sound feels like that, right? When you tell somebody, I'm sorry, excuse me. When you're no longer excited about different stories and different things happening in your life, guys, it's now become mundane. Do not allow your relationship with your faith become mundane, because it's not backed by feeling when it does. So that's the difference between a business and a spiritual relationship. So my business, I don't always have to be emotionally involved. All right. I just got to keep doing the work. I got to keep showing up. I got to keep running through the numbers. Right. But understand this. I have to be emotionally involved with him. Faith and works, family. Right. I have to be emotionally involved. He has to feel this energy. Right. When fear and angry thoughts come to your mind, guys, you have to govern them things. Right? You may be doing good. You might have this 30-day run. Life is amazing. Ain't nothing bothering you. Ain't no challenges. You ain't being tested. Right? But then on the next month, October 1st come around, and somebody pick up the phone and they call you with some bad news, or you get some bad news from something. And you have to make sure that you don't become fearful, that you don't become angry, that you don't become discouraged. It's okay to grieve. It's okay to deal with certain, healthier emotions, right? Understand when you're in pursuit of your business, when you're in pursuit of a career change, when you're in pursuit of losing weight, when you're in pursuit of a mental and spiritual transformation in your life, you're going to always be tested. I don't care how strong and rooted you are, right? I don't care if you're a TD Jakes. I don't care if you're a Marion Williamson. Guys, you have to understand, you have to override the negative thoughts by saying peace, harmony, and poise govern my mind at all times. If you get scared, peace, harmony, and poise govern me at all times. If somebody say you ain't gonna make it, just put your finger, don't put your hand on their lip, but just throw some money on it. Hey, peace, harmony, and poise govern me. Just do whatever you gotta do. You ain't even gotta put your hand, just do it, put it on your mouth. Like, what the hell did just shh. Peace, harmony, and poise govern my life at all times. Choose your words. Some of y'all just let people dumb it. You gotta understand there's a boundary between I'm in relationship with you, I got your back, I'm gonna listen to you. And then remember, shoulder to lean on, ear to complain on. You have to have a spirit of discernment to choose what are they doing in your life, guys. You got to choose what are they doing. You can't see when I'd have to get things off of my mind, I take my pen, my marker to the whiteboard. You see the marker to the whiteboard or pen to paper. When I feel like I just have like a mental congestion, when I feel like I'm having decision-making fatigue, I just dump it all out, just get to writing, right? Well, you cannot allow people to dump on your ears. Just don't let them write on you. Don't become somebody's tablet. Don't become somebody's paper, right? Don't become somebody's paper. You got to block it. You got to block it out, all right? Try to stay away from whining and complaining, okay? Because what'll happen, guys, whining and complaining is going to create a level of belief in you, but it's going to belief you don't want, okay? You're going to believe the complaining that you're doing. You're actually going to believe the whining that you're doing. You're going to actually believe the fears. When you hear certain words like belief and desire, it doesn't mean positive. The positivity is what you choose direction it takes. Belief and desire is the car. Okay? Belief and desire is the vehicle. It is the shell of your, oh, come on. It is the shell. But you're going to be the driver, and you got to choose, are you going on the faith lane or the negative lane? It takes desire to have negative results. Woo! It takes belief to have negative results. But you just got to choose which way you go. Do y'all feel me on tonight? We're choosing happiness on tonight. The happiest man is the person who constantly brings forth practices what is best within him. They're choosing happiness. They're always complimenting people. All right. The happiest are usually the best at living a successful life. Now, God is the highest and best in you. You have to express God's love and light, truth, and beauty within you, and you will become one with you will become one of the happiest people on this planet, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Do not fall in love with external things. Okay. Man, I need them back in my life so I can be happy again. Man, I need that job so I can be happy again. Man, I need that person back in my business so I can be happy again. Man, I need to go back in time so I can be happy again. You ain't got it yet because you still are basing it on external things. I'm going to make it easier for you. Y'all ready for it? Y'all ready for it? Drop ready in the chat box. It's about to be so, if you ain't got nothing else tonight, get what I'm about to say. You got to drop me ready. Give me some ready. Y'all ready? Y'all ready for it? Oh, this is so good. Mr. Clark, what's up, Mr. Clark? I saw Mr. Clark, you're killing it, by the way. I haven't had a chance to respond, but I want you to know you're killing it. I see that. I see that. I want you guys to understand this. Please write this down. Everything that's going to make you happy, you'll never see it with your eyes. Jesus Christ. I'll be back. I need to get this bottle of water. I'm going to let y'all write that down. I'll be right back. I'm going to be right back. I'm going to be right back. I'm right here. I'm right here. Please write that down. The thing that's going to make you, the things that are going to make you happy in life, you'll never see it with your physical eyes. Okay. It may resemble it, because if I say I got peace, it may look like I have peace. Because this is the crazy part about it. You can't see my mind either. All right. The things that would bring you the most happiness, that would bring you the most joy, that was going to just give you the best life, you will never see it with your physical eyes. And if you master what I just told you, just highlight that thing and meditate on it, just look at it over and over again. Well, what are the things I cannot see? And you'll find it. You'll find the royal riches to live in the life of abundance. Because this is the most amazing part about it. When I do master the things I cannot see, I'm going to attract those things on the external plane. See, the external side is just going to be, it's so amazing. It's so amazing. It's going to attract peace. I mean, you're going to have peace within, joy, gentleness, compassion. Those things are going to be, are already fulfilled within you, but you got to give them permission to exist. But this is the kick. There's something called, I'm going to say the Mona Lisa, right? Everybody knows the Mona Lisa painting. Now me, I'm not a painter. Well, let me not say that. I haven't tried to paint that Mona Lisa, okay? With my level of skill today, I'm going to do my best to emulate the Mona Lisa. So I'm going to take this dry erase, I'm going to draw the Mona Lisa on the board, okay? That's what your external plane is going to look like. It's going to look like an imitation of peace. It's going to look like a closeness of what it's never going to actually be what you can't see. But it's just good enough for other people to say, oh, okay, that make a little sense. All right. Everything that you really want, guys, is going to be within your heart, and you got to beat on that skill. When I say the skill, you got to beat on the skill of overriding the negative things in your life. Peace, harmony, and poise. Okay. peace, harmony, and poise. You have to be on that skill. Okay. Okay. There's tremendous power within you, and happiness will come from when you acquire the sublime confidence in this power. When you conquer the power within you. I am so delivered from. Listen, I'm so delivered from people. I'm so delivered from the world, and I think that's what my battle is always socially. I have a business where, and you guys here at the IBLs, we have a business where we have to be on social media, and because I'm so delivered from that, from people, that's always my challenge. And so I have to definitely stay in the route of giving value, because I can care less about posing and taking pictures. I mean, it just doesn't fade. It doesn't move me. It just does nothing for me, right? I just want to get wealth, bless people, and do music. That summarizes my life, right? So when you have, and I said it because my peace is always within. Doing those things will never bring me peace. It'll bring me business, but it won't bring me peace. Please understand the difference. Okay? So understand how you have to conquer the confidence of the power within you, and this will begin to make everything come true in your life. Okay? You can rise victorious over any defeat. You can rise victorious over any defeat and realize the cherished desires of your heart through the marvelous power within you, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? You must choose happiness. Happiness is a habit. Relationship is a habit. Remember, joy, peace, happiness, all that is a byproduct of your relationship. It's a byproduct of your relationship, right? Please catch it. Happiness is a habit. It's a good habit to ponder on. When you open your eyes in the morning, say to yourself, I choose happiness today. Somebody say, I choose happiness today. You can unmute your line if it's too long to type. I choose happiness today. Actually, I got the lines muted. All right. I choose happiness today. I choose success today. I choose right actions today. I choose love today. I choose goodwill for my life today. I choose peace. I pour love. I pour life. I pour love and action in my life. Right? I choose happiness today. I choose peace today. I choose self-control today. I choose divine order in my life today. I choose God today. I choose right action, success, goodwill, love, peace. I choose. You got to say that every day, like you just standing on top of a mountain and you scream it out loud. You need to find your screaming place. So let's say go find your closet. No, you need to go find your mountain. You need to have a closet and a mountain. The closet is a quiet space, but then the mountain is the loud space where you can go out there and shout it out loud on the rooftops. You can send those vibrations out into the universe. Send it out. God, I choose you. I choose life. I choose light. I choose love. I choose right action. I choose divine order in my life. I choose goodwill over my life. I choose peace. I choose love. I choose forgiveness. I choose to love every single person that has hurt me. I choose to forgive every single person that has hurt me. I choose to forgive everybody. I choose love. I choose to help those who don't have. I choose to help the poor. Do y'all see what I'm saying? I choose humility. I choose honor. God, I thank you for everything. You're going to say that several times today. I choose peace. I choose happiness. I choose prosperity. God, I'm in pain. I just lost a loved one, but I still choose you. God, I don't have any income right now, but I still choose you. I told you Elijah prayed when there wasn't rain, and he kept praying and he kept praying. See, the key word is again, again, and again, and again. See, sometimes your prayer is going to be tested to see if you're going to do it again. That doesn't mean it ain't going to be answered. You got to walk in the consciousness knowing it was already answered. But the question is, do you have the perseverance to use the word again? Somebody drop again in the chat box. Again, and again, and again. We're going to say that prayer all day. You're going to speak your affirmations all day. You're going to say things again, and again, and again, right? Again, and again, right? Y'all know I got to go to my dictionary. What's the definition of again? Right? Again. Another time. Oh, you know what I love to say, Moody? Once more. Once more. Once more. You can't see the rank in the back office. You can't see the rank physically yet. But I dare you to pray. I dare you to affirm it once more. Don't forget the story. Elijah prayed, y'all, for 3 years and 6 months. No rain, never came. He kept praying for the rain. For 1 year went by. He kept praying for the rain. Year 2 went by. He kept praying for the rain. Year 3 went by. He kept praying for the rain, and halfway through his 4th year, the rain didn't stop. And all the fruits, the first fruits, it was just abundance of fruits, just kept coming, because he did what? Once more. Once more. Returning to a previous position and condition once more. Returning to my faith once more. Returning to my humility once more. Returning to my right action once more. Oh, it says again means in addition to what was already been mentioned. Already been mentioned. Mind you, God created the heavens, earth, and everything 2,000 years ago. So what I'm even praying for was already mentioned, but I just got to back it up by me mentioning it as well. Your faith is not activated until you take right action, people. Please catch that. Your faith is not activated until you take action. Several times a day, you must sincerely choose happiness. Nothing is accomplished without the desire of happiness. Imagination and faith. Imagine the fulfillment of your desire and feel its reality, and it will come to pass. And I got a testimony for y'all. Don't forget that line. Imagine the fulfillment of your desire, feel its reality, and it will come to pass. Happiness comes in answered prayer. If you constantly dwell on the thoughts of fear, worry, anxiety, hatred, depression, failure, if you allow those thoughts to have authority over your life, you will become very depressed and unhappy. Remember, your life is what your thoughts make it. Fear is my own thought. Failure is my own thought. Hatred and anger, negativity are my own thoughts. God says, be mindful of the person who is double-minded. Do not commit, I ain't gonna get too deep on y'all, but he says, don't commit adultery. And the people think that he's talking about marriage. He's talking about don't cheat on me with the world. Don't cheat on me with the world. And if you cheat on me with the world, you're double-minded. Somebody catch that one on the way home. You cannot buy happiness. Happiness is the harvest of a quiet mind. Anchor your thoughts on peace, poise, security, divine guidance, order, harmony, and your mind will be productive of happiness. There is no block to your happiness. Somebody called it. Okay? There is no block to your happiness. External things are not the cause, or not the effects, do not give your life, do not give what you can see permission to be the reason why blessings don't happen in your life. Do not allow the effects of your life to be the reason. Don't give it that much power. The life that you're living is what you created. So what you create is going to have ripple effects. Those effects are not the causes to why you're not receiving your blessings, right? External things are not the cause. They're not the effects. They're not the reason, right? Why you don't have happiness. It all is from within you. Your thought is the cause, and what it produces is the effect. Ooh, Lord, have mercy. Your thought is the cause. What it produces is the effect. Cause and effect. Because I thought this way, I was able to receive this type of effect. Come on, be real. Y'all with me tonight? Because I thought this way, Mr. Goldstein, because I thought this way, the effect is what I was able to receive. The effect is what I was able to create, right? Because I thought this way, it produced this effect. Please choose happiness, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? God is the highest form of your happiness. is the power within you. And I have a testimony, and we're going to close this call. If y'all are feeling blessed on tonight, because I'm feeling full, please talk to me in the chat box. I got one thing and we're done with this call. Just give me 3 minutes. I promise y'all we're done. If y'all feeling good, if you're having some revelations, somebody caught the little last statement I said about don't cheat on God with the world. That's what he's saying when he says adultery. Okay. Choose happiness, ladies and gentlemen. So you mean to tell me if I am poor, I'm choosing to be poor. If I am sick, some things are out of our control, but a lot of times God chooses you to deal with big challenges because he needs you. I ain't gonna go, that's too deep. That was way deep. That's gonna take another hour. I can't go there, y'all. I gotta bring it next Tuesday. But let me give y'all a testimonial, okay? So was anybody on the call? We're gonna go to next Tuesday. I already got it. It's already in me. Y'all remember a couple of weeks ago, I told y'all I got a new place, yes or no? I showed y'all what it looked like. I was like, I'm about to move, but it's still getting built. I didn't even know it existed because it was still being built. Right. And that call was about how God will upgrade your desires, even when you didn't even feel like you needed to upgrade. Okay. And so, guys, I told y'all that was my place, right? I said, this is my crib. Boom, boom, boom. We're over here on Powell's Ferry. Blase, blase. Well, you guys will be happy to know I actually got the welcome letter today. I'm sorry, yesterday. Hold on, I got you, hold on. I got you, hold on. Somebody might want to unmute their line, but I just, what's the sign of the thing? I just want y'all to understand when I tell y'all to put these things up. Okay, if y'all want to unmute your line, you can. I just want y'all to understand. It's not working. I want y'all to understand. Okay, try it now. That, let me just do this.
Let's go!
Congratulations!
Congratulations!
Let's go!
But I can't
Congratulations!
I can't let y'all walk away without getting what happened though.
Congrats!
Thank y'all so much. Right? Why this ain't charging this phone? So when I told y'all about that, y'all believed I had already got approved, right? Oh God, it's so good. Y'all believed I was like, when I said it on a couple calls ago, I said, y'all just want to move to boom, 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 right? Y'all believed I was already approved, right? Why does it keep doing that? Okay. It's like the setting keeps going back to, okay. So when I said that on that call, somebody believed that I was already approved because that was the level of belief I was walking in, right? That was the level of faith that I had. I was so confident that it was mine that I introduced, listen, this is what y'all got to understand. I was so confident that it was mine that I went ahead and told everybody that I had a new place. Okay. What y'all don't know is that I was breaching some challenges because my income from my business, I guess they're so used to W-9 people. And I'm like, bruh, I cleared y'all over 5 figures in my business account. And they're like, we need to see you pay yourself in your personal account. So it was almost like you make money, but that's not the income we want to use. That's what I was dealing with. I put the application in on August 16th, y'all. August 16th. So they came back to me and they said, B, I'm sorry. We got to see something else though. We got to see. So anyway, God worked it out. And I'm like, I don't even pay myself like that. They messing up my investment flow because I used to put out in my crypto account. Okay. So let me tell y'all how good God is. I didn't pay myself a lot this last pay period. He wanted to see another $4,400 clear in my personal account. And I only sent myself maybe like, I was $75 short on the statement. Okay. It didn't matter. I'm like, I got the money. They just are not using all my money. It's money all in there, but they're only using some of the money, certain categories of it. And so I said, you know what, God, I'm gonna let this be in your hands. I sent him the last statement. He wanted one more step, send a statement. That was on last, I forget, it's last week sometime. The Friday before last. And I got the email today, yesterday on my nephew's birthday. Congratulations, your application has been accepted. We'll send your leasing terms tomorrow. But I was on the call with y'all showing you a place that I believe what was mine. Regardless, and y'all already know how it happened, how it got interested. Y'all, that's not where I was moving to. For y'all who knew on the call, that's not where I was looking to move to. I had images of a whole different place up. Whole different place. But look. That's it right there. All right, that's it. All right. And I'm gonna show y'all one more thing. I got a couple of things in here. That's it right there. Okay. I'm just trying to show y'all the power of not just having the images and speaking this stuff. I printed the whole place around the whole freaking crib. All over the place. Right? Listen. I'm so happy and grateful now that I'm a resident of Elon's Paws Ferry. My apartment is 426. Don't nobody remember that. Don't y'all come bother me. All right. I just wanted to listen, where is it? This another one right here on my bookshelf. Let y'all see my little workout thing back there. Right? I wanted y'all to know it's on the ceiling, it's in the ceiling, it's everywhere. Right? It's on the ceiling. It's right there too. I can't point it right there. It's everywhere. In the bathroom. It's all over the place. But what made my belief go to a next level is that when I said it on the call, I knew I was believing bigger. I knew I was believing bigger. I said, y'all, this is my new spot. I don't walk y'all to a place that I didn't, because I wasn't living in the physical. I was living from God's point of view. I was living from God's perspective. And that's my point tonight. When you choose happiness, you're going to get the spiritual perspective. When you choose happiness, you're going to get a spiritual perspective that it don't matter how things may not look, they're going to go my way, be real. I know that somebody who has the power to change the hearts of the people that I can never change. And I hope y'all get that. So whatever you're pursuing on tonight, or whatever it is that you want, you may not have the power to change the hearts of people, but if you operate in belief, faith, expectancy, and always choosing happiness, humility, and honor, and understand everything you have is not yours, right? You always have doors open that you had no control over. And I wish I just could see it too. Like, I'm so freaking excited, man. Newest thing on the block, I'm around rich folks, right? Including myself. I'm around rich people, right? It's just a whole new environment. Oh my God, you're moving to this other. I'm like, I'm so excited, right? I'm just telling y'all, my yes 4 years ago has changed my life. I took this information seriously. I take my growth seriously, but I take my humility and my honor, knowing that everything that I have is God's. I take that most serious than anything on this planet. And because I honor him and everything that I have is his, he opens doors that I don't even have the qualifications to open. He opens the doors that I don't even have the experience to open. Ms. Jewel is on this line. Ms. Jewel has a connection with somebody that has extreme celebrity status. And we hung out with them on Friday. I was with them all day Friday, right? Why? Because all I want to do is help and serve people, understand that God will open doors for you that you can't see. Because remember, the happiness that you want, you can't see. Oh, the happiness that you want, you can't see. Y'all, I didn't see this place because it was still being built. Oh my goodness. It's still being built. It wasn't coming up on Google because it was still being built. The happiness that you want, you can't see. I love y'all. I hope y'all have an amazing night. If y'all got some value, drop it in the chat box. Listen, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great. New phone, new crib, new hair, new weight, new body, everything new. Change my name to new. All right. I love y'all. Peace and blessings. What's going to be our hashtag tonight? Y'all hashtag me on Instagram, hashtag me on Facebook, your team chats. Why does this thing keep doing this? Hashtag your team chats, whatever it is you got. Did it do it, Moody?
Yeah. The hashtag I got, choose the happiness you can't see.
Choose the happiness you can't see. You got to type it because somebody need to copy paste it. They can't write that long. Choose the happiness. No. Yeah, choose. Well, actually, happiness is always what you can't see. All right. Choose the happiness. Choose happiness that you can't see. Both of them. Choose happiness. Well, let's get it, family. Y'all dwell on that. Meditate on that. Don't get on this call and go on YouTube and get on the internet and Netflix. Like, really saturate that information, guys. Because it's going to take for you to really believe it. All right. It's not enough to hear it. You got to actually believe it for yourself. All right. But peace and blessings. Thank y'all so much for joining me tonight. I'll drop the playback on YouTube. We'll send the link out. Y'all have an amazing night. And y'all choose happiness, man. It's my happiness crew. Peace and blessings, family. Thank y'all so much.